Recently, I played all of the Max Payne games 1, 2 and 3, and this video is about Max Payne 2, the fall of Max Payne. Enjoy! Developed by Remedy Entertainment in 2003, Max Payne 2 is a sequel to 2001's Max Payne. Game's events take place 2 years after the event of the first game. Max is again working as NYPD detective, and throughout the game he tries to resolve a conspiracy involving the Inner Circle. During one of his investigations he runs into Mona Sachs,
Max, we gotta stop meeting like this.
who he thought died in the first game but is alive and turns out to be a love interest for Max. Mona is also one of the playable characters for a couple of chapters and has the same gameplay elements as Max, but she has cool and powerful Sniper Dragunov. That is like a bare bones of a story, which is, by the way, again told in this comic booky style with comic book panels mixed with a couple of cutscenes. Nice. New chapter.
More cleaners! Waste them! Get them before they get out!
I also remember this car crashing here. Alright, now with the story out of the way, let's talk gameplay, which is a mix of old and new. We have a couple of new weapons like MP5, AK-47, Desert Eagle is back, but this time you can build 2 of them. You can also choose your secondary weapon, like bomb or Molotov cocktail, which in previous games you could you could only throw by equipping it as your main weapon. It's a pretty nice change. And now for the bullet time. It works a bit differently, but also the same. You can still do the dive shoot thingy, but this time you can stay on the ground until you stop shooting. And not only that, you can also move at normal speed while in bullet time, and with each kill your enemies will become slower and slower, to the point where you're basically a superhero, which is pretty useful when a bunch of enemies show up, which makes the gameplay a bit easier than in the first game. There isn't much planning to it this time. You just march into the room, clear everyone out with your new and improved bullet time, and you basically become a superhero, which is fine with me. I had fun playing it, and is useful when a bunch of enemies show up. Speaking of enemies, they are more or less all the same, just a bunch of dudes with guns. They also have this weird physics to them, where they would fly away when you shoot a lot of them, like we are on a moon or something like that. And they are not the only thing that will fly away when you shoot at it. Bunch of things in the game will react to shooting, or you moving around, like chairs, boxes, pants, things like that, which are tiny little details that makes the game more fun to play, in my opinion. Also, since I'm talking about environment, I would like to note that the feel of the first Max Payne game is still here. It's still this dark, noir looking setting, only this time instead of snowstorm, there is a bunch of rain. Also, the graphics are much better compared to the first game, especially in faces. I think they did a great job. Even today, game looks pretty damn good, so that's pretty cool. That is it for my review of Max Payne 2. I had quite a lot of fun playing this game. It was a little nostalgia trip for me, as this was the only game I played before in this franchise. So it was good to revisit it. Next up will be Max Payne 3 review. I'll post that relatively soon. If you're watching this later, it might already be up. It will be right here somewhere or something like that. And that is about it. Thanks for watching. Bye.